Today I have a lot of questions about Christmas, so I have Pastor Alexandre. Let's get started.
Okay.
What's the true meaning of Christmas for you?
Good question, Juliana. Well, the true meaning is when God decided to come and live among the men, right? But people usually are confusing this meaning of Christmas. Sometimes they confuse with vacation or getting out of school sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Or receive gifts or presents from the parents or money,
Yeah, sometimes I think that people are using Christmas as an excuse
Yes,
to
I
get
agree.
presents or to
Yes.
not study because in Christmas we don't
Yes.
have school, but
Yeah.
lots of people are using that as an excuse
Yes,
to not do to get stuff or to
Yes.
not do stuff.
yes, it's true.
Yeah.
And for example, in Christmas we celebrate what? Presents, gifts? Not at all.
No.
I think it's kind of our birthday, right? So Christmas is Jesus' birthday, when Jesus has born among us, So we have to maybe rediscover the meaning of Christmas.
When do you think Jesus was really born?
Good question. For sure was not in December, and even in 25th of December, for sure. We have any guess? For example, the Bible says that on that day when Jesus was with Joseph and Mary, they received illustrious visitants. For example, the pastors, the shepherds. And there in Israel, it's difficult. It's hard to pasturing sheep, for example, during December. It's impossible. So usually they are outside on September or October. And another guess is, for example, Jesus' cousin called John the Baptist. He was born for sure in April or May. And John the Baptist was 6 months older than Jesus. So if you count, for example, from April, we will see September or October. This is the good guess for Jesus' birthday.
Is it true that Jesus was born in the stables?
Not really. The Bible says that he was born in a manger. Usually manger is a cavity, like a cave, for example, or some place where animals could feed for itself, So
Yeah. Kind of like a stables, but smaller with
yes,
hay and,
yes.
Yeah.
But
Is it true that he was born there?
in a manger, yes, but not in a stable. Maybe in something like a barn. Do you know barn?
Yeah, like a mini barn.
A mini barn, for example. Because at that time, for example, they used to get the animals inside of the house. The house was kind of not bungalow, but like townhouses, for example, right? So the people used to sleep in the second floor, and the first one was a barn. And there, every animal could stay there, just trying to avoid some thieves or, avoid the weather, etc. So when Mary and Joseph was looking for a place to give him birth, so they found there a manger when Jesus was put there.
What can we do to stay more close to Jesus in Christmas?
I prefer to answer this question. Remember about, for example, this Christmas crib. Okay? We saw in this Christmas crib Mary, Joseph, the baby Jesus, and maybe the shepherds there and animals, right? So this is the time to be in family, right? If I could say something, I would say this. It's a time to be together in your family, and also to not only together in his family, but also having Jesus in the center of it, right? As the Christmas crib. And this is a time, for example, to be a family for somebody else. We have, for example, here in Canada, a lot of people who doesn't have family here his family is in another country, right? So they are alone here. So it's a time to invite somebody else to come to our house, to be together, to talk about Jesus and do the prayer. Prayer for our family, prayer for example, anybody else, people who are in need.
Yeah, lots of families just like are really far away, so like
Yes.
invite people and like
Yes.
spend Christmas with them. Even if their family's here, it's good to like join another family.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a
mhm.
good time.
Yeah. Thanks so much for answering my questions today.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Thanks so much for inviting me.
Everyone, after this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up if you like it. And make sure to press the subscribe button and press the share button to share it with your family and your friends. Bye!